Hello, welcome to everybody. I'm very pleased you are here with us for the session, the Hyperbaric Innovation Week session about the HPP bulk technology. First, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Carole Tonello. I'm the Commercial and Application Director at Hyperbaric. I will be the first presenter of this session, but I will be accompanied by I will be with two other presenters. The second presenter is Tom François. Hello, Tom.
Hi, Carol. Thanks
Hello. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Great to be here.
So Tom is the president and the CEO of Hermès Boisson. I will introduce him just before his presentation a little bit later. But thank you very much, Tom, to be with us. The third presenter is Alexia Chassagne. So Alexia, she's the founder of Juste Pressé. So welcome, Alexia, and
thank you, Carol.
Thank you very much.
Very happy to be with you.
Thank you. As you will see today, it's an English-French session. So we are. I'm speaking from Spain, but Tom is at 1 hour drive from Paris, and Alexia, I think you are in Paris.
Almost.
Almost in Paris. Okay. So thank you so much to be the two of you with me to talk about the bulk technology. So my presentation will be on the introduction. Tom will explain about using the machine, handling the machine, and Alexia developing new, very nice product with this technology. So I will thank you very much, and I will start with my presentation, sharing my screen. Okay, just let me a minute. Here we are. Okay, so before starting, I just forgot to tell you that after Alexia and Tom presentation, we will have few questions, and in any case, you can write your question in the chat, and if during this session, and if the question show up later. Please do not hesitate to write us on hyperbaric.com, or we will be very pleased to reply to all your question. So starting about the bulk, this technology has been developed for primarily for juices and beverages, because this is the main application for HPP food and beverage products. From the 2,000 millions of liters or kilo of HPP food produced globally each year, roughly a quarter, so 500 million liter of products are in the category of juices and beverages, and it is mainly juices. This is the growth of the juice and beverage market in the HPP category. We see it for more than, I would say, 7 years. And just to give you an example, in Hyperbaric, we sell since 5-6 years, in the last 5-6 years, we install roughly 1/3 of our machine in for juices, mainly juices, but juices and some other beverages, to process juices and beverages. So for my company, willing to grow the market and to follow the tendency of our market, we've started to think that we should adapt a bit more the technology, the HPP technology to juices and beverages. Especially the beverages manufacturer, juices and beverages manufacturer, they are used to larger, higher productivity than the one that the regular HPP can give, which is for the biggest machine, I would say 3 tons per hour, 3,000 liters per hour. But in general, the requirement in the beverage industry is higher productivity. And also, in general, for the juice manufacturer using heat thermal processing, they stabilize the product, so they heat pasteurize before bottling for the largest production, and all the line is automatic, which is not the case with the regular impact, I would say traditional HPP technology, because with the regular machine, the impact machine, the juice is bottled and then we pressurize the bottle, which also limit the type of packaging you can use, because it's only we can use only flexible packaging. Thinking about that, we in Hyperbaric, our R&D team of engineer and in PhD, we started thinking what could be done to develop a technology that would combine the easiness to process and the characteristic of the heat pasteurization, but with the benefit of HPP, which is a cold technology, and giving or keeping the freshness of the product. How is the technology? I think that you will understand in the following video how it does work, and I will give you some few insight before the video start, is that how we solve the problem in order to have the reliability of the HPP, of the high pressure, and to have a continuous or semi-continuous flow of beverage. We have placed a big pouch, flexible pouch, in the vessel. So the filling of the vessel is more than 90% of the vessel, and we pressurize the pouch, and we squeeze all the juice after HPP, and the juice goes through the high pressure plug to an aseptic tank. But I don't want to speak too much. That's much better to see the video.
Hyperbaric presents a breakthrough innovation, the Hyperbaric 525 Bulk, a high-pressure processing machine for large production of beverages. It has been developed in the frame of a European project, Horizon 2020 SME Instrument. This unique equipment is based on a totally new concept in which beverages are processed in bulk before bottling, delivering up to 5,000 litres per hour. Within the Hyperbaric 525 Bulk, beverages are processed in bulk before bottling, resulting in a simpler process with fewer steps and a much higher productivity. Ready-to-process beverage is sent to the inlet tank of the machine. And from there, it fills the processing bag inside the vessel, occupying 90% of the total vessel volume. High-pressure intensifiers start pumping water inside the vessel around the processing bag, reaching up to 6,000 bar or 87,000 psi. Pressure is generally held for 2 or 3 minutes. Under such conditions, vegetative microflora, such as bacteria, yeasts, or molds present in beverages, are inactivated, extending shelf life and guaranteeing food safety. Once the pressure is released, beverage is unloaded and buffered in the outlet tank and then goes to the filling line, where any kind of packaging material or shape can be used. Find out more about high-pressure processing, please visit us at hyperbaric.com.
So summarizing the differences between impact, regular traditional HPP machines, and the bulk. The bulk technology, it's at this stage of the development, it's only for liquid before bottling. The vessel filling ratio is roughly twice the one we have in the impact. So in one cycle, we process the double. And we can reach a productivity, which is not exactly the double because we need time to fill and empty the bag, but the productivity can reach 5,000 liters per hour, which is much higher than the productivity achieved with the impact machine. We can use any kind of packaging because the packaging is after HPP. On the other side, we need an aseptic filling line because the product goes to the aseptic tank, and then you have to package it in a clean way. And we have only one size of the bulk machine, which is the biggest of our impact range, which is the 525 liter, the biggest vessel. What are the benefits? It's very versatile concerning the packaging because you can think in PET bottles, carton, glass, whatever you want. It's fully automatic because we move by pipes the juice. It's exactly the same than the heat pasteurization. You can place the HPP machine in parallel to the heat pasteurizer, for example. So it's easy to adapt in a large production beverage traditional company, like for example the one of Tom François, Hermès Boisson. And as we are able to process twice the double of the quantity of juice per cycle, we almost reduce the cost by 2. And the cost is reduced also because there is no manual handling. And we can increase, of course, the production per hour. Thanks to this global innovation, we were awarded with 4. We received 4 awards. The one from Cial Innovation, another one for the Manufacturing Innovation Award that we share with Hermès Boisson. And then we had the big innovation award and also the international food awards. So this is really completely new because the only company having the Hyperbaric 525 bulk, the bulk technology installed is Hermès Boisson. So and a concept like that were never commercialized before by any of the HPP vendors. But Tom François will give us more information about that. And of course, with new technology, you have new products. And Alexia Chassagne with Juste Pressé developed the first HPP current juice in the world. But Alexia will give us more detail in her presentation. What we have new, we are working at Hyperbaric to use the bulk technology, so processing before bottling or before packaging, for more than juices. So we are working on beer, processing beer in order to avoid the pasteurization. We have also developed patent pending technology with including the bulk, but with other device, other step in the process to be able to make for tea or for coffee, to in one step, in one processing step, to infuse and to inactivate microorganisms in order to increase shelf life and to inactivate pathogen in case there is a possibility of contamination of the product. So in one cycle, in one HPP cycle with the bulk technology, with a special patented bulk technology we have, patent pending, sorry, we will be able to propose in one step infusion and stabilization of tea and of coffee. Quick cold infusion, of course, this will be for cold coffee and for cold tea. And we are also working on processing thicker products like fruit puree through the bulk machine. But I don't want to be too long, and I'm very pleased to. I will be very pleased to reply to your question. Please do not hesitate to write them. And now, thank you very much. Now it's the time. It's the time to introduce Tom François. So I guess I have to stop sharing my screen. Here we are. Hello, Tom. Hello. I think, Tom, you have to switch on your microphone.
Hi, Carol. Sorry about that.
with the sound, that's much better.
Very good.
So to introduce Tom, I would like to say that Tom is the president at Hermès Boisson and the CEO. And Hermès Boisson is the first company that have that is running the HPP bulk technology. Hermès Boisson is an independent juice and beverage co-manufacturer and bottler company based in Hermes. Hermes is located at 1 hour north Paris in France. The factory started the juice bottling activity 20 years ago, and were during and was during 20 years a subsidiary of Tropicana Europe, PepsiCo Group. The company has a team of people that is used to process a wide range of refrigerated juices and beverages with an extensive track record of adaptability, responsiveness, and innovation. So the company follows the highest standard quality of quality and safety, and has a lot of certification. The vision of the company is to provide their customer with the most innovative and proactive solution. And I'm very proud to say that one of the solutions is the HPP bulk technology. So the floor is yours, Tom.
Thank you very much, Carol, for having me today, and thanks for the introduction. Before we start the presentation, I'd like to show you a short video of Hermès Boisson in motion. So I think we can start the video right now. All right, very good. So, Carol, if you will, I will start sharing a presentation right now.
Thank you so much. Great video.
Thank you.
Nice
And you tell me,
facilities.
I think you know them very well. All right, can you see my screen right now, Carol?
Perfect. That's
Okay,
great.
very good. So let me introduce to you Herm Boisson, and I'll go through the history of the company, the changes we've made, the reason why we did it, and how it works. So I think we can start with a little bit of history. So Carol, you've described it a little bit earlier, but Herm Boisson has a long story. We have our first activity, which dates back to the 1880. We started as a dairy farm, and then grew into a larger dairy plant that has been quite innovative by that time. And in the 80s, we decided to switch from a dairy plant to a chilled juice company. So at that time, we've been starting to produce a brand called Fruvita, and we created the chilled category in France with a very well-known retailer. And this has been a fantastic period with a double-digit growth, and also an amazing period for learning and for the company in order to implement new processes. So year on year, we've changed the ownership of the companies, and in 1995 we became a subsidiary of PepsiCo and the main bottler for Tropicana all across Europe. So for the past 25 years, all the juices, Tropicana juice that you would find on any retailer, restaurant, what you name it, was produced in Herm, so north of Paris. And by 2018, the company became independent again. So now it's privately owned, and we've implemented a massive investment to turn our capabilities. We've kept the basic capabilities and our know-how, and turn it and raise the bar, I'd say, with new capacities, and the HPP has been part of the plan. So let me give you an overview of the company, and shortly, but we have a long tradition of innovation. I've said it already. So we have a long experience with the liquid, whether it be milk or juice or infusion. Strong know-how in the production, in the bottling of chilled and flash pasteurized juice. The company inherited from the past and from PepsiCo a very high level of automation, very high performance equipment, and yeah, we became one of the leading manufacturer of juice in Europe through all the changes that were implemented by PepsiCo. We also have a high level of qualification, certification, food safety standards, manufacturing capacity of around 90 million liters of juice that can be raised to up to 120 million. And 20 million liters, sorry, and also 84 experienced employees, whether it be on the maintenance, operation, sales, and you name it. Everybody is dedicated to his work, and they all work three shifts, 5 days a week. And we also have chilled juice storage capacity of around 800,000 liters. So the new strategy that we decided to implement based on our existing capabilities, flash pasteurized juice, was basically decided based on different aspects. So we've seen a strong demand for fresher products all across Europe. It's not only France, it's all across Europe. I think you said that there's a growth rate of around 20%. I think it's more 25 and even more for chilled and cold pressed juice. What we see also is that the flash pasteurized juice are stagnating all across Europe, and it's even decreasing in some countries. The reason why we decided to invest into HPP is linked to to France also. France is one of the countries that's really lagging behind in terms of penetration rate of HPP juice. We see a penetration rate of HPP juice way higher in border countries, and I think the reason why France was a bit behind is because there was no HPP capabilities in France until now. So that's basically the reason why we've decided to implement this 6 million capex program. So it consisted of 3 things. So being able to extract the juice on site. So right now we receive fresh fruits and squeeze them daily. We have the Hyperbaric bulk system that was installed in Herm, and a new PET line that adds up with all the bottling capacity that was already existing by that time. Why HPP? I think you've raised the interest, and Alexia will tell a little bit more about it later on. But first of all, it's a minimally processed product. We have the freshness of the product. We keep all the characteristics of the fresh product. We also obtain a longer shelf life. We can reach up to 60, even 90 days shelf life. 90 days shelf life. Sorry. We have we basically match all the food safety standards with a 5-log reduction of microorganism in juice. And of course, there's no additives, no preservatives, no colorings or whatsoever. It's just juice, pure juice. And as I said, we preserve all the natural freshness and qualities of the fruit. So I think it's definitely a game changer for the juice industry. We've been missing industrial capabilities until now, and we are happy to be the one of the players in France and Europe that will basically help this market and grow with this market. So why did we choose the Hyperbaric bulk? I think you've understood that the company had a very highly automated process, linear process, and what we wanted is to be able to plug the HPP within the processes and keep all the different formats that we are currently using on site. So the very game changer of this machine is, I think there are several things that we can name, but one of the key things is that we can open HPP to any type of bottling format, whether it's a carton, PET, rPET, bag-in-box, you name it. Everything it can be done on site. So another thing that we've realized, and that's what decided. That helped a lot into the decision making of the investment, is that the cost of ownership of the Hyperbaric bulk is almost equivalent to flash pasteurized juice. So that's a big game changer, and it's even better if you compare it to the traditional HPP system. And then I'll repeat myself, but this technology perfectly adapted to Herm Boisson processing line, and it works perfectly fine. So I'll finish with the bottling capacity and capabilities that we have in Herm. So we've tried to summarize it in one slide. So basically, it's a family pack, single serve, bag-in-box, and PET. So it's we have all bottling capabilities for the market. And we are able to basically answer the demand of any kind of a customer, whether it's flash pasteurized or HPP. Right now, we are working with retailers for private label with brand as a co-packer, and we have our own brand. And we're proud to be able to open our capabilities to new players in the market. So I've finished now. So I'll
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the thank you, Tom, for the great presentation. That was that was very clear, I think. I have a few questions for you. The first question is, how was the implementation of this technology in your state-of-the-art facilities?
It's a good question. I think it's been a lot of work, first of all. Carol, I think you remember that we met for the first time beginning of 2019. So that's where the whole story, that's basically when the whole story started. Since our first meeting, we've worked almost more than a year in the planning of everything, in the installation, commissioning, and then operation. So it's been a lot of work. We've had a very strong support from Hyperbaric, and I think there was a very I think both our team and your team worked hand in hand, and I think we've shared a lot of knowledge from our side on liquid food and your side on HPP technology. So the implementation itself, it's been a lot of work. The machine has been installed and it's up and running since beginning of 2020 now. We're still working with a strong support of Hyperbaric. And I think almost every cycle that we produce is monitored by Hyperbaric. We have a direct support from your team, and we keep learning, developing product, new innovation. But I'd say that to go back to your question, implementation worked perfectly fine, and it's fully integrated to the linear process. I mean, that was one of the key aspects that we've been working since the beginning, and I think we're proud of being the first player that operate this line. We've received a lot of awards and innovational prize for this technology, and then I think customers, retailers are looking at it very, very with a lot of interest.
Thank you for the detail. I have to say also that we were really lucky to have you as a first customer, because you and your team, you know very well juices, so many years of experience, and this has been crucial to implement the technology. So take the opportunity to say thank you very much. Merci. We have another question for you. What are the most distinguished aspects you would enhance after more than 1 year with the unit? If there are some aspects you would like to talk about.
Yeah. Well, plenty. But I think I'll focus on the main aspects. First one is, as you've understood, we came from the flash pasteurized, technology. And what we liked with HPP, first of all, is, in terms of product, it's really, really, really different. So we keep the freshness, it's natural, and it's definitely one of the key trends in the market. The other points that we've realized is that in terms of efficiency, it's really the line is really efficient and really fits perfectly well into the process. The other things that we've realized is that the level of automation of Hyperbaric and the bulk is really amazing. I mean, in the presentation you say that there's one person operating the line. I can tell you that there's one person operating the line, but not full time.
Not always. The line is self-operating.
Exactly. So that's one of the great aspects. I mean, to among other things.
Sure.
The other things that we've discovered is that this technology applies to different types of products. I mean, we've been working on juice, but we see opportunities with, I think you've said it earlier, on purees. We see opportunities on infusion, any liquid beverage. And there, I can tell you that, the result and the product that we have with HPP is really, really, really amazing. So
that was
that's why basically Alexa is so successful with our juice. So.
Yeah. that was my next question about new commercial opportunities. So really to go in the fresher business of freshness, I guess. So
Yeah.
so you have the idea to go for new development, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So the good thing is that we see, I think I'm repeating myself, but we see a strong interest from retailers. We see a strong interest from brands as well. And there the market is really, yeah, it's quite sizable, I'd say. So we're working on opportunities on private label in France, but Europe also. Because you know that we work with European retailers.
Mhm.
Yeah, the other opportunities we see are on the type of product. So there, I think it's yeah, we're just at the beginning of writing the story, but I think we know that in the US there are a lot of things that happened already, and in other European countries also. So yeah. We are just keep paving the way our own way.
Thank you for replying, and thank you for your presentation, Tom. Very
Thanks,
good
Carl.
to have your testimony.
Pleasure.
Now I'm very pleased to introduce Alexia Chassagne from Juste
Hello,
Pressé.
Carol.
Hello, Alexia. So in order to present you, I would like to say that you are passionate by challenging projects. I know you personally, so that's I can our audience can be sure that you are a passionate person. So you created the Juste Pressé brand to develop, promote, and encourage the new revolution in food industry, which is HPP. So this is your word. I cannot be
Yes.
more satisfied than after reading that than any other words from you. So and the big point is that the big innovation from your side is that you has become the first brand in the world to commercialize HPP juice in carton packaging format, thanks to the HPP bulk technology. So you're leading your company with the aim of better feed for maximum of percent with human health and good products with nutritional property preserved. And your company, your brand, try to reduce the impact of the technology of the food products on the environment. So I think you will give us a little bit more details in your presentation, but
it was
that's really
almost perfect, Carol.
So I think it's really great we have a customer like you, because you really promote the technology in a brilliant way. The floor is yours, Alexia.
Thank you very much. Well, let me share my presentation. Perfect. So first of all, I'm very, very pleased to be here. It's true that HPP has been from the beginning a technology that I really embrace as the strongest RTB of the company I'm trying to build. Just to explain what Juste mean for English speakers. So juste is a fantastic word in French that means several things. That means just, so something that has just been made, so fresh in a certain sense. And juste mean as well in French faire. So we call the company Juste, close to the nature, so fair, close to the nature. So I will explain you on the next slide our value proposition. So our value proposition is quite simple, I would say. If we look at the food market over the past 50 years, we can see all over the country that this industry has been pasteurized. Why? Because pasteurization has been a very easy and quick technology to implement and to allow food safety. but at the same time, this technology destroyed many of the interesting nutriments that we can find in food, like vitamins, like antioxidants. And on top, it does create some sub-products that really change the taste, meaning that a pasteurized juice, because we are talking about juice here, a pasteurized juice does not taste like a fresh squeezed juice, whereas HPP technology allows to have the taste of a squeezed juice. So we are trying to respond to the growing trend, especially in France, but I know all over the world, of consumer demanding for more natural products, but as well local, and that are responsible for the environment, meaning that the idea is not to have something that is perfect, but that's something that limits the impacts on the environment. And at the end, even our aim is to be a carbon neutral company, so which is a great ambition. But you know, I think this ambition is at the level of the HPP bulk innovation. So it's ambitious, yeah, but it's ambitious as the HPP bulk development, I think. And the HPP bulk really does allow us to change completely our way of seeing the market in terms of packaging, because it's true that today the HPP impact tech was allowing only plastic, which can be an issue for a company like us. So we are building our company around 3 pillars. So one pillar is, of course, to offer to consumer the more natural products that can be, with an exceptional test. It's what we call the effet waouh. So when people taste our product, they say, wow, it's really good. So as close as possible to raw products, without any additives, without any colorant, without anything. So really the purest product you can have. Then we build it around a fair and eco-responsible approach that we applied to not only our suppliers, but as well to our clients and to our people internally. And finally, we've built a corporate brand that we call Just. And for each of the markets we will play on, we have a specific product brand that is made of just something, that the something is related to the market we are playing in. So in the next slide, you will see that our mission is really to create a new segment on a market where innovation is lacking. That is to say, on the juice market over the past 25 years, we had only innovation through new fruits or new references, but never through technology, which means that we had only cooked products that were not really tasting the real naturally taste of a fruit or a vegetable. So that's our mission, and of course we can do that only, I would say, because we have HPP disruptive technology, and that is why we have launched as a première, as we said in French, the first HPP juice in cardboard brick. Why? Because as you have seen in our value proposition, we want to be fair with the environment. And that's why we have selected the most sustainable product, the most sustainable packaging that is available on the market today, that is cardboard. If tomorrow a better packaging appears, then we will study with Herm the possibility to have a better packaging, a more sustainable packaging. But this is our aim, to be always at the cutting edge of either technology and either packaging. So we started with the fresh juice market in France. That is a market that is quite reactive to technology, and it has shown it by the past. We believe that HPP has a very big and huge potential, as, for example, we see in Netherlands, where the HPP juice represent almost 50% of the fresh juice market. So we believe there is a big space. And we are not focusing only on juices, because we have launched recently the first fruit puree, so that are unfortunately not produced in France yet, but that will be soon, if I listen to Tom and Carol. And that's a great news, because part of our objective, we have an objective of 100% French production by end of 2023. In the next slide, you will see what is our position. So as Tom mentioned, HPP is still low in France, but the good point is that we are leading it, and that thanks to this cardboard innovation, we will consolidate and even accelerate our position. So on the next slide, you will see that we are offering to consumer products that can be drink at any time of the day. You will see as well that we have not only cardboard brick for the moment, because we are in a kind of eco-conversion process that cannot be done in one day. And the objective is to have all our packaging cardboard by the end of 2023. So we have smoothies, we have Boost, we have well-being juice with fruit, vegetables, or super fruits, and we have the family pack that are in cardboard, and we are developing with Herm as well the small format in 250 that will be in cardboard as well. In the next slide, you will see that we have launched recently, so this new extension after juste pressé, that means just squeezed, we are just mixed, so juste mixé in French. That is the first successful range extension on a side market. The fruit dessert market is quite big, half of the fruit juice, but still 1 billion euro. That is growing fast because natural products are really demanded by consumer, especially on this market as well. So we've launched Juste Mixé that has had a very well welcome by the customers, but by the consumers as well. So I think it's all for me for today. But I wanted to, so this is the team, because that's very important for me to show the team. You see always the leader of a company, but never the team. And the reality is that without a good team, you don't do anything. So that was important for me to share with you what is our team. I'm available for any people that would have questions, that would like to talk. Nothing is really secret, because we believe that together we can go further than alone. So maybe alone you can go faster, but together we go further. So if you have any question, I'm happy to answer to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alexia. Really nice presentation, explaining well your, I would say, your vision, your philosophy. We are a little bit out of the time, but I would like to ask you at least, I would say, one question, because you are a person focused on the challenge. Can you describe your business strategy that allows to develop this type of disruptive products? I mean, this is because you are focused on really on innovation, on health, safety. How you manage to have? How is your business strategy?
Alors, this could be secret, Carol.
I'm sorry. Okay, so thank you for your reply.
No, the business strategy is quite simple. We really want to become a mid-size company that is focused on delivering good. So mean good, yummy, good for the planet, good for the people that work around us. So not only our employee, but as well the employee of our suppliers, the fruit croppers, etc. We want really to build a company where everybody could feel good. So that's the initial point, and then the business strategy. Then we want to really create new segments in each of a very mature market where nothing has happened for several years. So our business strategy is really to shake the mature markets with, I would say, fruit and vegetables products. So it could be juice and beverages, could be puree, but could be lots of things tomorrow. We won't go to a meat product, of course, because this is not our DNA. But really, we want to be a game changer in each of the markets we will apply for. And for the moment, we can say that it has been very welcome by the customers, because we are really shaking some very big and installed companies that are really not really innovating, but that are doing quick wins. And we know that all over the world, consumers are asking for a really different product that bring something in terms of taste, but something in terms of values as well. The means of the company is very important, and we believe that there is something to build around that. And HPP for us is the perfect technology to fit to this ambition.
So happy. I'm so happy you finished with those words. Sorry about that. Sorry. So I'm very happy, because this is really why we work for at Hyperbaric, to help company like you or like Hermès Boisson that really want to innovate and to bring healthy food to the largest number of people. So thank you very much to both of you. Thank you, Alexia. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
And thank you very much to the ones that have been with us up to the end of this session. And we have a lot of other session, and in one other session, Tom will explain why he decided to engage his company with the Cold Pressure Council in order to have the high pressure certified logo on some of his products. So please follow the other session, this next session, and you will know a little bit more about that. Thank you very much. Thank you to both of you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.